It is 4:12 a.m. in zip code 10004. You're not awake because you want to. You're awake because the architecture of your life demands it. You've been told wealth is a ladder, a straight line. Work harder, earn more, climb. That's the first lie. Wealth isn't a ladder. It's a filtration system. Most people never move up. They get filtered out. The system doesn't create freedom. It converts your time, your health, your relationships into basis points and AUM. And every level costs you something, not money, something harder to replace. You don't notice it at first. The trade feels small. Miss one dinner, skip one call, delay one moment. But the higher you go, the less human it becomes. You think you're entering the system. You're not. You were already inside it. Level 1. The small gear. You start here. Zip code 11207. You're 24, maybe 26. Your salary is $65,000. On paper, respectable. After federal tax, state tax, FICA, it isn't. You badge in at 8:03 a.m. in a building owned by people you will never meet. You open Excel, DCF model, terminal value, discount rate. You don't understand it yet. You copy formulas. You don't ask questions because questions slow you down, and speed is survival. You stay late, not because the work requires it, because visibility does. Visibility is currency here. You check your bank account more than your body. Balance, $1,842. Credit card, $3,900. Student loans, $41,000. You call it normal. The system calls it dependency. You enroll in a 401k, 4% match. You feel responsible. You don't understand it, but you feel safe. You start investing in a Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. You think, I'm building wealth. You're not. You're buffering risk. You miss your sister's wedding rehearsal. Pitch deck due at midnight. You send a text. Sorry, work is crazy. You believe it's temporary. It isn't. If you stopped showing up tomorrow, your seat would be filled by Monday. You are not building leverage. You are maintaining function. You are taxed before you touch the money, before you make a decision, before you have control. You look up. You think the goal is to climb. It isn't. The goal is to become invisible. But you don't know that yet. Level 2, the high-yield asset. You cross the threshold. Your W-2 shows $450,000. To level 1, you look rich. To the system, you're just more expensive. You optimize everything. Backdoor Roth IRA, tax loss harvesting, deferred compensation. You understand the rules now. But you made a mistake. You scaled your life with your income. Your apartment, $6,800 per month. Your car, leased. Your time, owned. You don't own your life. You lease it. You are now an accredited investor. You feel elite. You're not. You are now allowed to be sold better products, private equity funds, hedge funds, exclusive access, 2 and 20 fee structures. You are the liquidity. You miss your father's funeral. You're on a flight to London. Live deal. You send flowers. You check your year-to-date P&L. You justify it. You call it sacrifice. The system calls it alignment. You are a high-yield asset. You generate output, and in return, you are allowed to live in a larger cage. Your net worth grows. $500,000, $1.2 million, $3.5 million. You feel progress, but nothing is yours. You don't have autonomy. You have access, and access is conditional. Level 3, the operator. This is where it changes. You stop selling time. You start controlling outcomes. Your income is no longer W-2. It's carried interest, capital gains, deferred. You don't analyze companies. You restructure them. You see 2,000 employees. You don't see people. You see cost centers. You reduce headcount, increase margins, prepare for exit. You call it efficiency. The system calls it value extraction. You operate through Delaware LLCs. K-1 forms, layered ownership. You don't check stock prices. You attend club deals. You know people at Goldman by first name. You are no longer watching the market. You are influencing it. You buy distressed assets, sell the real estate, lease it back, flip the shell. Legal, efficient, profitable. You lose your second marriage. The divorce arrives as a PDF. You sign between calls. No argument, no closure, just execution. You donate to a museum. Your name is on the wall. You haven't had a real conversation in years. Your net worth, $12 million, $25 million, $45 million. You feel nothing except the close. Level 4, the system architect. You don't play the game anymore. You shape it. You don't react to interest rates. You sit with people who influence them. Your wealth is not personal. It's structured. Family office, blind trust, entities in 19801. Wilmington, Delaware. You don't own assets. You own what owns the assets. You use stepped-up basis as a strategy, not a benefit, a system. You don't fear recessions. You wait for them. Liquidity events, discount cycles. You buy when others collapse. You donate $250,000 per plate at a fundraiser, not for charity, for access. You speak once. Policy shifts. Your children don't know you. They know your structure. You missed your grandchild's birth. You were in Basel, closed-door meeting. You didn't feel regret. You felt alignment. You don't see people anymore. You see systems, taxpayer units, supply chains, flows. You are no longer inside the machine. You are shaping it. Level 5, the ghost. There is no entry point here, no application. You don't arrive. You are placed. You don't appear on Forbes because you chose not to. You pay others to be visible. You remain invisible. Your wealth is not money. It is control over systems. You move capital through jurisdictions, through sovereign structures, through things that don't have names publicly. You don't invest in companies. You influence infrastructure, data, food, energy. You don't think in years, you think in generations. Your wealth doesn't transfer. It persists, untouched, rewritten through law. You haven't touched cash in decades. You haven't waited in line. You don't exist in normal reality. You optimized yourself out of it. And here's what they never tell you. There is no reward at the top, no applause, no finish line, just silence. Closing loop, the machine continues. And somewhere, it's 6:03 a.m. in zip code 11207. A 22-year-old opens his laptop, LinkedIn. Apply, junior analyst. He thinks he's starting a career. He's not. He's entering the machine. Same building, same floors, same system. Nothing changed. He looks up. Just like you did, he doesn't see the ceiling because it isn't visible. The machine doesn't stop. Not for success, not for failure, not for you. It never needed you. And it never will.